many people are forced to live even when they would rather take the easy way out. A website states, based on a recent study, 57% of physicians practicing today have received a request for physician-assisted suicide in some form or another. I personally feel that if you have a terminal illness, you should be able to choose whether or not you live. Today I will show you the requirements you must have in order to do physician-assisted suicide, explain why it should be legal in all 50 states, and hopefully make you understand why alleviating pain from those suffering is a good choice. I first want you to know some of the requirements for physician-assisted suicide. In order to do physician-assisted suicide, you must meet certain requirements beforehand. Some requirements are as follows. You must be 18 years or older, be a resident of the state that it is legal in, be capable of making your own healthcare decisions, be diagnosed with a terminal disease which will result in the person's life ending in the next 6 months or less, and 2 physicians must agree that these requirements have been reached. Physician-assisted suicide should be legal in all 50 states. It is currently only legal in 4 states in the U.S., which are California, Washington, Oregon, and Vermont. There are a couple of states that are currently reviewing the law and a few states where physician-assisted suicide is legal under court ruling. It is also legal in Canada, Belgium, the Netherlands, Luxembourg, and Switzerland. One reason why I believe it should be legal in all 50 states is because in order to actually even qualify for physician-assisted suicide, you must be a resident of the state in which it is legal in. In one article, John Frank states, "The battle over passing what proponents call end-to-life bills and what opponents call physician-assisted suicide legislation already has surfaced in New York, Colorado, and Maryland this year. Expect roughly 20 other states to consider similar legislation before this year is out." Being able to help alleviate pain from those suffering is huge. Most people have been in the situation where they had an animal who was in pain and they had to make the hard decision of putting their pet to sleep in order for it not to suffer anymore. This is basically the same situation but with a human instead of an animal. If a person is suffering from an illness every day and the illness will eventually result in death, then they should be allowed to choose whether or not to use physician-assisted suicide. Physician-assisted suicide is a quick and painless way of leaving this world. It would be way better than suffering from a disease for the rest of your life, in my opinion. Medscape.com has an article that states, currently in Oregon, secobarbital is the medication most commonly prescribed for physician-assisted suicide, followed by pentobarbital. Being able to choose to take this medication gives you and your family time to prepare for the inevitable instead of it being sprung on everyone all of a sudden. In a video, Andrew Solomon tells his story of how his mother took the pill after suffering from ovarian cancer for 2 long years and was finally able to experience peace with her family by her side. In conclusion, I believe physician-assisted suicide should be legal. Physician-assisted suicide is a good way of relieving yourself from a terrible death yet to come. Physician-assisted suicide has many requirements in order to do it. It should be legal in all 50 states and is a good choice because it will alleviate pain from those suffering. Everyone should have the choice of physician-assisted suicide, and I hope I was able to convince you exactly why it should be legal everywhere.
For the 3.